What's happening, PEL? We have hit the playoffs. So we're coming to you with some wild card weekend predictions. And we're even going to look into this a little bit. First up, we got the Bills and the Texans. You got Levi versus the Bills. And this is an interesting matchup. I was just looking at their stats. And the Texans, the Bills actually have the third best rushing defense in the AFC, and the third best rushing offense in the AFC belongs to Texans. So this is can you run it or can you stop the run? So I think this boils down to the run game, and I think that Levi, with his playoff experience, and I've tried to run the ball against Levi, and it's virtually impossible. So I think I'm going to take the Texans in this game. We're going to take the Texans, let's say 24-17 to move on to the second round. Next up, we got the Bears and Redskins. Redskins coming off a big win to win the NFC East over the Giants. And, he made it to the wild card round last year. And I put the ball in the end zone with like 10 seconds left. So I think that he's going to get redemption here on Ed, even though Ed had a great season. Let's take a look, and let's look at some stats from the Redskins and the Bears here. Let's look at their team stats. Let's go to the NFC. Now let's look at total offense. Sort it. The Redskins have the third best offense in the NFC. Alex Smith has 3,700, or not completely Alex Smith, but the Redskins have 3,706 passing yards and also rushed for 1,242 yards, averaging 26.4 points a game, with 38 passing TDs and 13 rushing TDs and 197 first downs. Really good offense from Ragjob. And if you go down through the list, you see that the Bears are right here in the middle of the NFC, only averaging 22 points a game, 24 touchdowns, 14 rushing, 183 first downs, with 39, 81 passing, or total offense, to 2,611 passing yards and 1,370 rushing yards. So let's look at their defenses. Let's look at total defense here. Oh, that's the wrong side. Bears look like they have the fourth best defense in the NFC, and should come down through. The Redskins are right here in the middle of the pack. So this is offense versus defense is what you're boiling down to. Let's take a look at their a lot of these playoff games boil down to turnovers, guys, and you see that the Bears are +9 on the season, and the Redskins are -6. So interceptions 20, fumbles lost 4. Somehow they have 25 giveaways. It doesn't really add up. It must have been a defensive interception fumble type deal. And 15-2. Taking care of the ball here is important. Takeaways 26 for the Bears, and the Vikings have 19. A lot of these games boil down to turnovers. These wild card games, whoever can protect the ball usually wins, and it looks like Ed has done a good job of taking care of the ball, and that is going to give him the edge in this game. I'm going to say, let's say Bears 24, Redskins 20. Next up, we got the Browns and Dolphins in an interesting game where the Browns have to actually go on the road, even though they finish really, really high. Browns, I believe, finished 13-3 and lost the division that to the Ravens, and finished 14-2. That's going to be the AFC North. Oh, that's the NFC North. The AFC North is here. Yeah, see, 14-2, 13-3. Now the Dolphins finished up in the AFC East, ended up winning it at 11-5, had the tiebreaker over the Bills. So interesting game where he has to go on the road. And let's take a look at some of their stats as we look at the. We know Tristan has one of the best offenses probably in the NFL. Yeah, see there you go, best offense in the NFL. Lighting it up for 5,442 total offensive yards and 3,978 passing yards through the air. And the Dolphins have a great offense too, so this is going to be a high scoring game. Looks like both teams are averaging over 27 points a game. Tristan's averaging 29. And the Dolphins are averaging 27.3. Let's look at their defenses. Total defenses. Let's see here. Did I miss the Browns already? There they are. Yeah, the Browns look like they have a top 5 defense in the entire NFL. And the Dolphins are just kind of middle of the road here. Giving up 3073 through the air and 1,517 on the ground. Again, let's look at turnovers, because turnovers are going to be a big deal in these games. The Dolphins are plus 11 and the Browns are plus 10, so this is going to be pretty even. Just 17 giveaways to 24 giveaways and takeaways, 35 to 27. So interesting game, offensive game. Both teams do a good job of taking care of the ball and taking it away. I believe I'm going to take Tristan in this one in a high scoring game. Oh, that's standings. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where I'm going. Let's take Tristan in this one in a high-scoring game. We'll say 35 to 31. Browns. Sorry, Tristan, picking you in playoffs. I know that's a death wish. And next up, we got the Rams and the Panthers. This game has a history, I would imagine. We're going to look at the numbers, but I imagine I'd take Bugatti in this game just because he's been hot. And he has a history of knocking Matt out of the playoffs. That's just kind of your history lesson, but let's look into it. Let's look at some of the offense, defense, and the turnovers that go along with this. Okay, so let's look at the NFC here. You got the Rams, look kind of a middle-of-the-road offense here in the NFC. 43-81, 27-45 through the air, 1,600. He must have the top rushing offense in the NFC. Oh, no, second. Of course, Rashard Penny, that first-round bye would be the first. But really good rushing offense, 25.1 points a game. 24 passing touchdowns, 17 rushing touchdowns, 184 first downs. And the Panthers are right here. I guess we need to sort that. And the Panthers are down here with the bottom in offense of the NFC. 39-28 total offense, 24-95 through the air for 1,433 yards. That's really good. That must be up here too. Yeah. Fourth in the NFC, so Matt does a good job rushing the ball, and he's very balanced getting the ball in the end zone. 14 passing touchdowns, 16 rushing, 186 passing yards. Let's take a look at their defenses. The Rams, top defense in the NFC, allowing 22-45 through the air, 10-62 on the ground, only allowed 249 points. Jeez. 38 sacks, 37 interceptions. That's crazy. Let's see here. The Panthers also have a great defense. And I know personally because I have to play it twice a year, and I usually spend most of my time wondering where all those people come from. 25-80 through the air and 11-21 on the ground. Has only allowed 226 points, which is less, which is tops in the NFC. Best points defense. All this yard stuff is all well and good, but this is the number that really matters. 226 points, only allowed, and he has 37 sacks, 38 sacks, 5 or so. This game is going to be very close. There's the difference right there, the interceptions. So if you go down here to turnover differential, which, like I said, really matters in these playoff games. You have the Rams at +20, and you have the Panthers at +8. Matt does a good job of taking care of the ball, too. So both these teams do a good job taking care of the balls. So I'm going to give the edge to Bugatti in this one. I mean, he's won like 10 games in a row. And so I'm going to give the edge to Bugatti in this one. Let's say tight, low-scoring game. Let's say 21-17 Rams. And I never looked at the number. I looked at the numbers for the Bills and the Texans before I started broadcasting, so we're going to go back and look at that. We're going to look at their offense and defense. These teams get special treatment because they did make the playoffs. They should be rewarded for doing such a great job. Team stats, we got the Bills. Let's go to the AFC. Offense. There we go. So we got the Texans here at 49-45 and third in the AFC. Passing yards 39-89, 10-06. Points per game 28.1 points a game. That's really good. 46 passing touchdowns, 10 rushing touchdowns, 199 first downs. As we go down through here, looking for the Bills. There they are. Bills 43-45 on total offense, passing yards 27-72, 15-73 on the ground, 23.4 points a game. Oh, and really balanced in his touchdowns. 22 passing, 23 rushing. That's a good job, guys. That's a good job, Bills. Let's look at their defenses. Like I said, top defense in the AFC is the Buffalo Bills. He didn't even allow 1,000 yards on the ground. Only allowed 284 points. And the AFC, guys, is loaded. So this is a great job by the Bills playing defense. Look, he had 24 interceptions. And let's go down through here. Let's find the Texans. Kind of interesting numbers here for Levi. Well, I think there might be a few Sims in there. But anyway, 45-75 giving up, 31-88, 13-87, 266 points, 40 touchdowns, or 40 sacks, and 8 fumbles for 28. Let's look at the turnover differential. Like I said, this is a big deal. Texans are +23. That's how Levi wins all these games. He's out there flying around, lurking, getting fumbles, getting turnover, takes care of the ball. Only 23 turnovers for him. I mean, that's amazing. And the Bills. Oh, he must be higher. Oh, there he is. He is +2. Yep, 26 and 23. So, that's 26 turnovers. Takeaways are 28. So he did a good job of taking the ball away. 24 defensive interceptions. So, anyway, I'm still going to take Levi in this game. I don't even remember what I said the score was. I just kind of make those up as I go along. So, anyway, should all be a tight wild card weekend game, and I'm still going to take Levi in this one. Let's say 27-20. All right, guys. I know that was crazy wild card weekend predictions. I've never done that before. I didn't know that I was going to do that. So, anyway, it'll be better for the divisional round next week. Catch you guys later.